So illegal immigration at the southern border, it remains in focus. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis visiting South Texas this week.
Law enforcement on patrol remain inundated with the hundreds and thousands crossing into the United States from Mexico every single day. And our Jorge Ventura has a look at what it's like for those patrolling the border and for those immigrants who are desperate to get to the other side of a very long journey, sometimes months long. He's live in South Texas with more. Jorge, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Marky. Yeah, so every day right now, hundreds of smugglers are actually guiding hundreds of migrants on the Mexican side and putting migrant lives in danger right here on the Rio Grande. We actually just saw another group of 50 migrants being apprehended by Border Patrol, and Texas officials are saying right now that it's all hands on deck on trying to stop that next migrant influx here in Eagle Pass. Desperation for hundreds of migrants attempting to enter Eagle Pass, Texas every day. They risk their lives crossing through the waters of the Rio Grande with hopes of reaching American soil. But blocking them from entering is a miles-long razor wire barricade installed by the Texas Department of Public Safety as authorities attempt to deter massive influx of migrants crossing illegally.
It's heavily guarded with wire, and they're advised to go to the local bridges in order to cross into the United States. As far as the criminal pass, we advise them if they do cross, they will be arrested. Officials continue to face an uphill battle, though, as Eagle Pass remains a hotspot for illegal crossings, despite the ending of Title 42 in May. Texas state troopers are working alongside Florida state troopers sent in by Governor Ron DeSantis to assist overwhelmed authorities on the Texas border. No, they have been assisting us with arrests, and most of the time, most troopers are usually by themselves. So it's been very effective, and we're very grateful. Smugglers on the Mexican side of the Rio Grande in Piedras Negras guide hundreds of migrants to this crossing point here, extorting them before they can cross. A pregnant woman, seen with her children, tells us she's been living on the banks of the Rio Grande for several days without food or water. And at another crossing point, we encountered another group of migrants that were stopped from entering.
You're really seeing the true humanitarian crisis. Groups continue to come in here, but they've been blocked here by the razor wire set up by Texas DPS.
So what he's saying is that the migrants have been extorted by the cartels, that they have more fear of being on the Mexican side due to the cartels. And you guys can see that there's kids here. It's pretty brutal heat right now. It's over 100 degrees in Eagle Pass.
And as you can tell, it was a heartbreaking situation. Speaking to the migrants on the other side of that razor wire who were very desperate to come in. As you can see in the video, we saw many children in the brutal heat. But on the other side, you do have this small border town of Eagle Pass that has been completely overwhelmed in the past 2 years with this migrant crisis. And officials are saying not enough is being done by the federal government.
Gosh, Jorge, just a remarkable firsthand report there. No matter how you look at this politically, it is impossible to imagine those conditions, especially for those children, those babies. If those migrants get over that razor wire, which is hard to imagine how they even do that in the first place, if they do manage to cross over and make it on American soil, Jorge, what happens to them next?
So what Texas DPS is telling us right now, that any single males and single females will be arrested, either in charge with criminal trespassing here. They will serve some time in jail before being released. But any families, they will just immediately turn them over to Border Patrol for processing. Texas DPS telling that they do not want to break up any families, but they're trying to at least stop those large groups of migrants, as you can see in those videos, from even stepping on American soil. They had these large, massive shipping containers also placed on this part of the border with those miles long of razor wire to just deter any type of illegal migration. They're saying they just want to stop these big groups from coming in here and continue to overwhelm officials here in Eagle Pass, Texas.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.